What is the significance of coming across the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha? What is good is that we will be able to get out of the cycle of transmigration. It is really a pity if we cannot come across the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, since we're just going to be held here in this vicious cycle without end. Coming back to be reborn, we do meritorious as well as evil actions. Then, having died, we go on to receive the result of our merit or the result of our evil. It is up to good and bad karma, whichever is more. If it comes down to it that both merit and evil are the same, then we come back to reborn human again, coming back to do both merit and evil again. For how many untold millions of times have we been going on like this? It will continue like this as it has become a habit ingrained in our nature. Just continuously coming back and being born. There's no telling how many times we have done this. In being able to meet with the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha, or even just one monk, we will have the opportunity to receive the teachings and directions of the Buddha, the one who knows how to get out of this vicious cycle. The Buddha understands what must be done so that we won't have to come back and be born again. Being born and going to do a mix of good and evil, then dying, and going on to receive the results of that karma. Apart from the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, there really isn't anyone who understands the method of getting out of this sinister cycle. The cause of this is owed to the Buddha, who had a need to get out of this sinister cycle and who took it upon himself to search for the way out, becoming the first person to do so. It is just like a prisoner who is trying to find a way to escape from prison. He just keeps on walking along, going until eventually he finds a gap in the stones of the prison walls. Having come to know about this gap, he goes back to tell his friends, "Hey, whichever one of you wants to get out, just come along this way, down along this path. There is a gap in the wall concealed behind some shrubbery. If we can crawl underneath the bushes and push up the wall, we should be able to escape finally." So this is the nature of the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. The Buddha is the one who knows the way out of this sinister cycle of continually coming to be born, aging, and dying. It really takes someone as intelligent as the Buddha to be able to come across the way out of this whole mass of suffering that arises in account of this birth, aging, sickness, and death, of continually being born and dying. Being able to come across the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha means that we are going to come across the teachings and directions of the Buddha, which instruct us to do good, avoid evil, to refine our hearts until they have become pure. So this is the channel of escape amid the prison walls that have us locked in. In escaping, we will have to employ this method of doing good and avoiding evil, of taking care of our heart, purifying it until it becomes the cause for us to slip out of this cycle of birth and death. It is always going to be good if we can meet with the Buddha himself, since we will get to hear the Dhamma that we have never heard before. There really is nothing better than this, as he will be able to explain all of the subtle points to us and clarify any questions that we might have. After that, the next best thing is to come across the Sāvaka Arahants of the Buddha, who have studied and come to realize for themselves the path that leads us out of this cycle of continually being born and dying. If we can come across a Sangha of venerable ones, no matter if they are Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, or Arahants, whichever they might be, it is good. That venerable one will know how to get out of this prison of repeatedly being born and dying. The only difference between them is their depth of understanding. The first level of understanding is that of the Sotapanna, followed by the Sakadagami, Anagami, and the Arahant. Arahants are those who know how to fully break out of this prison of continually cycling around birth and death. We too can get out. It's just a matter of whether it will happen quickly or slowly. We'll have to take it step by step, first starting with the stage of Sotapanna, then progressing to the stages of Sakadagami, Anagami, and then finally Arahant.